Bible reading. The book used Reader's Digest Bible. The Gospel according to John. The introduction. A strong and early tradition assigns the authorship of the fourth Gospel, produced near the close of the first century, to the aged Apostle John. Whether or not the book was written directly by John, his teachings may have been edited by another. The Church has accepted it as an authoritative supplement to the story of Jesus' ministry, given by the other evangelists. Often called a spiritual gospel, John's narrative attempt to go behind and beyond the physical events of Jesus' ministry in an effort to explain his divine origin. This purpose may be readily seen in the magnificent prologue, where John briefly treats the significance of the incarnation. In his narrative, John recounts just 7 of Jesus' miracles, which he calls signs, each of them intended to convey a definite meaning. He also provides a number of long and pithy discourses of Jesus, dealing with such topics as the need to be born again and the spiritual life of the believer. In these discourses, Jesus' teachings are often set forth in symbols, all drawn from common experiences: bread, water, light, darkness, shepherd, door, etc., which helps to make the meaning vivid and memorable. Let us start reading from John chapter 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. He came for testimony, to bear witness to the light, that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but came to bear witness to the light. The true light that enlightens everyone was coming into the world. The true light that enlightens every man was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, yet the world knew him not. He came to his own home, and his own people received him not. But to all who received him, who believed in his name, he gave power to become children of God, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. Full of grace and truth, we have beheld his glory. Glory as of the only Son from the Father, and from his fullness have we all received grace upon grace. For the law was given through Moses, grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God, the only Son who is in the bosom of the Father. He has made him known. This is the testimony of John when the Pharisees in Jerusalem sent priests and Levites to Bethany beyond the Jordan, where John was baptizing, to ask him, "Who are you?" "I am not the Christ," he confessed. "What then?" they asked. "Are you Elijah or prophet?" "I am not," he answered. "Then who are you?" They said, "Let us have an answer for those who sent us. What do you say about yourself?" "I am the voice," he said, "of one crying in the wilderness, 'Make straight the way of the Lord,' as the prophet Isaiah said." Then why are you baptizing? They asked. If you are neither the Christ nor Elijah nor the prophet, I baptize with water, John answered. But among you stands one whom you do not know, even he who comes after me, the thong of whose sandal I am not worthy to untie. The next day John saw Jesus coming towards him. Behold, the Lamb of God, he said, who takes away the sin of the world. This is he of whom I said, after me comes a man who ranks before me, for he was before me. I myself did not know him, but for this I came baptizing with water, that he might be revealed to Israel. I saw the Spirit descend as a dove from heaven, and it remained on him. Now he who sent me to baptize with water said, he on whom you see the Spirit descend and remain, this is he who baptized with the Holy Spirit. And I have seen and have borne witness that this is the Son of God. The next day again John was with two of his disciples. He looked at Jesus as he walked and said, behold, the Lamb of God. Disciples heard him, and they followed Jesus. Jesus returned and saw them. What do you seek? He asked. Rabbi, where are you staying? They said, come and see, he said. They came and they stayed with him that day, for it was about the 10th hour. One of the two was Andrew, Simon Peter's brother. He went to his brother and said, son of John, we have found the Messiah. And he brought him to Jesus, who looked at him and said, so you are Simon the son of John. You shall be called Cephas, which means Peter. The next day Jesus decided to go to Galilee. He found Philip and said, follow me. Now Philip was from Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip found Nathanael and said, we have found him of whom Moses in the law and also the prophets wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? Nathanael asked. Philip said, come and see. Jesus saw Nathanael coming. Behold, he said, an Israelite indeed, in whom is no guile. How do you know me? Nathanael asked. Before Philip called you, Jesus answered, when you were under the fig tree, I saw you. Rabbi, you are the Son of God. Nathanael answered, you are the King of Israel. Because, said Jesus, I said unto you, I saw you under the fig tree. Do you believe? You shall see greater things than these. Truly I say to you, you will see heaven open, and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man. On the third day there was a marriage at Cana in Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Jesus also invited with his disciples. When the wine gave out, the mother of Jesus said, they have no wine. O woman, he said, what have you to do with me? My hour has not yet come. His mother said to the servants, do whatever he tells. Now 6 stones were standing there for the Jewish rites of purification, each holding 20 or 30 gallons. Fill the jars with water, Jesus said. They filled them to the brim and said, draw some out and take it to the steward. When the steward tasted the water, now became wine, and did not know where it came from, though the servants knew. The steward called the bridegroom. Even every man serves the God. When the stewards tasted the water, now became wine, and did not know where it came from, though the servants knew. The stewards called the bridegroom. Every man serves the good wine first, he said, and when Men have drunk freely than the poor wine, but you have kept the good wine until now. This first of the signs of Jesus did at Cana and manifested his glory, and his disciples believed in him.